So this is a quick build video talking about the newest setup, what it entails, what's on it, what I did to it. Of course, some closer looks at some modifications that I had made. So first things first, took everything down, bare frame, sandblasted everything, powder coated everything. Ended up buying my own powder coat oven because I couldn't find anybody local to do it. So I just picked up an oven. We got the EBMX rear extended swing arm in the frame, done in ghost gray with a copper underlay. You can see that. Did the suspension triangle in purple, matched the wheels. Wheels are done in anodized purple with gnarly gray. Same with the hubs. Of course, for our power plant, we've got the KO Moto kit. Got the controller, the upgraded motor. So the controller and motor come in blue and red. Didn't really match the build, so I went ahead and put some black on it. Turned out fantastic. Got the Surron shop bash guard on in there. This is the V2. This is a polypropylene material. Polypropylene is very soft. It's like a milk jug. So I don't think the concerns about shattering is really relevant right now. And even if it is, big deal. We'll replace it with something different. Got the Shinko SR 712s. They are a tubeless system tire. But I went ahead and put some tubes in it. Don't plan on running tubeless. Got the Chai 60 volt compact battery. Extended rear mud flap. Flash guard, whatever you want to call it. I went with the Renthal R1 chain on there. It's supposed to be much stronger, much less chance of stretch. You can see the beautiful lubricant that's on it. Renthal really likes to put that on there. It's a pain to get off. Got the Warp 942 tooth. Decided to get one while I ordered the wheel. These are 18-inch, by the way. I had a 16-18 dirt bike set up on here. But since I ordered a 19 to replace the 18, and now I have 16-19 dirt bike set up in matching purple, I decided to repurpose these as some supermotos so I can have some street fun. Got the Dorado Comp spring version on the front, upgraded spring so I can take it to the track and it still be relevant. It does have the Amazon V2, as they call it, light kit, turn signals / DRLs. That way I'm not looking like a total fool on the road, because somehow it is legal to ride this here with pretty much nothing. I asked my local PD and all they said was, well, just make sure you wear a helmet. So I also did the handlebars in the powder coated purple, and I did the bracket for the steering wheel, the speedometer. I even did the bolts. It's a GoPro, so I'm not sure you can see that, but even did the bolt. Magura MT5 for the front, and a Magura MT5 brake handle that has the brake switch in it, so I can use my brake, with a MT5 E-stop, which is simply a different brake pad material. I think it's more ceramic than semi-metallic like the original ones. I did redo the kickstand, just the stock one. I didn't want to get fancy with that. Anybody asking about the stock foot peg mounts, I do have new ones coming, but they've been slow shipping. Slapped a little bit of purple on my primary belt pulley. I got the motor guard done in the copper and gray. Kind of hard to see, it's a little dark over here. 220 mil rotor on the rear, 220 mil rotor coming for the front. That's going to be on the dirt bike setup. Up here, we've got a little custom plate. Went ahead and resin printed this. I do have an MJF, which is a multi-jet fusion version coming. QS8 plug. Check out my video on locating fake ones, because Amazon is plastered with them. They don't have that 5.1 ohm resistor inside, so when you go to plug it in, it's going to spark. You just can't see it. Got the on-off button. I got rid of the ignition. Put some KO motor MXRS, because with this setup there is no longer a MX and RS version motor with different kV ratings. They're actually the exact same now. Same motor, it's the RS motor. They just changed the tune that goes in it. So you can see I got 2 buttons here. When you turn it on, as you can see, it's green down there. So that button's not in the most convenient spot. You know, is what it is. This wiring routing with the Chi battery is kind of a pain right in the ass because they don't give you a lot of room, and I wasn't going to run it out the side of here. But that button there, it is green when it's in eco mode, if you want to call it that. Eco is just relative to people remembering. And then if you push it, it goes red for sport mode. So what eco is, the green mode, I've actually got that so that it's detuned to be stock power and stock speed limit. And then if you put it in red mode, it goes full power, all 360 amps of dumpable current, which on the 42 tooth, it's still got quite a bit of torque considering the gear ratio that's on it. But I got the 48 and the 54. The 54 is going to be going on the dirt bike setup, so I get all the torques. I got the EXT Arma on the rear. Got it set up with a heavier spring due to the extended swing arm. Extended swing arm has more leverage, so you need a little bit of a beefier spring on it. You can see the rear tail light mount there. Show you the turn signals real quick. So when you turn on the DRLs, now I call these DRLs because they are not headlights. I don't want anybody getting confused that these actually illuminate a road. They make you obvious to people. You see those come on, and then you turn turn signals on, they shut off, and do a little chaser. And then in the rear, you got the brake light back here. You got the brake. Obviously it gets brighter like you'd expect with the lights off. There's nothing except for when you get on the brake, but that is the build. I do have the 420 primary kit with the Renthal R1 chain for it if I decide to go that route. I'm giving the Gates upgraded belt a chance for a little while. If it lets me down, I'll switch it over. I'm not a huge fan of the 420 chain. It's a bit noisy. Not horrible, but it is a bit noisy. But that's the build.